Hi everyone, welcome to our 60-day DevOps course. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I share DevOps and cloud tutorials packed with real hands-on projects to boost your skill fast. So today is our day 39 class where I will show you a project, and these projects we will deploy a Node.js app in Kubernetes, and I will also use Helm chart to deploy the Kubernetes application, and we will do everything by Jenkins Pipeline. And up to today's class, we already show all these things like how to use Helm chart, how to create Docker image, and how to use Kubernetes. All these things I will already discuss with you. So I will show you just simple Node.js application. So this Node.js application is available in this Git location. So if you go to this location, you can see this is just simple Node.js application, and Node.js application is here. So this is just a simple text message, and it will have 3 endpoint. So basically it will show simple this message basically. Okay. So first let me clone this code and run it in our local PC. So clone this code. So git clone. So Node.js. So here if you don't have the .env file, you need to this file, and we also need to create a .env file basically, and all content basically is here. We need this basically. So .env. So copy its .env file. Okay, so we need this env file. It's nothing is there, no simple which port we are running, and the app name, and the log label step. These 3 things basically need for this Node.js application to run this application. Okay, so show you the project. Let me open in VS Code, then you will get to show properly. So I already show you the source application JS file is there. So there is env file, and there is a Docker file. So just a simple Docker file, and just take it Node.js Alpine image, then do some stuff. It's a working directory, do some installation process, and copy this source file, which is app.js, and use user, make it node user, and expose it 3000 and run the application. Okay, it's just simple Node.js application. And I also use the same thing run by Docker Compose. So I will basically show you everything step by step. So first of all, if you want to run this Node.js application in locally, you just need to run this 2 command, npm install and npm run dev, and make sure you have already clone this code, and you have that .env file. Okay, so let me run this file. So npm install. So it will download some dependencies to run the Node.js application. It will take a little bit time, depends on the internet speed. So it's run now. Just a simple run npm run dev. So you can see is started and listing 3000 port. So if you want to see, I already mentioned how to see. You can just go to localhost and 3000. So let me copy that one. Easiest way to do this thing. So you can see our message is showing, which I already showed in the app.js file. So if you want, there is basically 3 endpoint: API-health, API-info, and API-time. So if you want to type API-health, you can see its status okay, and if you want to type API time, you can see the time is showing. So if you refresh, the time is going to change. Okay, so let me go back to the main page. Okay, so we can see the page is properly running in our local environment. So now let me close this local environment. So now this same thing we'll do by Docker. So for running Docker, we already know first we need to create a Docker image, and we already know how to create the image. So Docker build -t Node.js, this is Docker image, and this dot is Docker file location. Docker file is the same location, that's why I put this command. So let me copy that command. So it will basically create a Docker image. So after created the image, we will deploy this Docker image ls. So our image name is Docker node Docker starter. So let me grab lots of images here. So you can see this image is created. Okay, so now we need to run this container by this image. So for this, I already told you we need the environment file. So without environment file, it will not working. So I also show you, if you don't have the environment file, just copy that content and make the file .env and paste it there. So for running the Docker environment, we need the environment file. That's why I do this thing. So for running is this Docker run, I expose this port is 3000 port and container port also 3000, and the image name we already created. So let me copy that one. So there is some extra things copied. So you can see our container is running. So let me open another because it's already stuck in this. So Docker PS, if you see, you can see that now Docker starter is running. So same way, now if you want to browse this piece, you can get the piece and you can see this is also run by 3000 port. So let me refresh that one. You can see our project is running same way as we run in local PC. Okay. So now you already see how to run it by Docker. I will also show you how to run the Docker Compose. You already know basically, but still I want to show you because Docker PS is, I think it's running. Docker rm-f to stop the container forcefully. Docker PS-a. We can see that container is not running. This is like for Minikube container, using for like Kubernetes. So now for Docker Compose, we can already know to Docker Compose up-d, we can run the thing, and let me show the Docker Compose file. So this Docker Compose just saying we are creating a service web. We create the image, then we give the image name, and same way port is showing 3000, and environment file is .env, and it's like extra thing, listed unless stopped. Okay. So let me now run the Docker Compose file. So we already know how to run the Docker Compose. Docker Compose up-d, we want to run it in background mode. So it all created and started same way. If you want to browse this page, same way you can also basically see it's working. So you can see page is working properly. Okay. So all these three way we can basically run our application. Now let me down this Docker Compose. It will down in a few minutes. So we already get it. Now basically our main target is we need to deploy this Node.js application in Kubernetes Minikube, and we want to do this thing by Helm chart, and we already know how to do Helm chart everything in our last class. So in this class I will deploy this Kubernetes full application by Helm chart, and after we see the Helm chart is working properly, then same thing we will do by Jenkins Pipeline, Jenkins CI/CD line. This thing basically is the most important thing for DevOps engineer. So for image creating, I use for uploading an image, we already know for when we create an image, we need to make sure our Docker Hub username is there. So Docker Hub username, then slash the image name. So here I put the image name is different, node-demo.-1, that one version. So then Docker DevOps push. One thing I need to show you. So make sure. Okay, so this is the Docker Hub DevOps. Becomes here is this I'm already created before. This image is there, so I need to push it there. Okay, so let me create that image. Let me show one thing. Okay, let me create that image. If I want to change that file, I will do that later. Okay, let me create that image. So same way what we did before, we create a Docker image, and this time Docker image name will be DevOps node-demo-1, and it tag is 1.0. This is the version. So image is created. So if you want to see same way, basically you can see Docker image ls, and our image name is DevOps/node.js/demo. Node.js/demo. Okay, this is one version. Okay, so basically our image is created. Now we want to push this image to our Docker Hub repository. So same command we already know, Docker push. You give the image name. So let me copy that one to make the thing easily. So it will basically push the Docker image. So after pushing the image, we will basically create the Helm chart. Okay, so when you are create the Helm chart, we already know Helm. Then create, then give any name. And I try to give the same name because I make the code where I use the same Helm chart name, so that that will be easier for me to show you the demo with less time. So that's why I give the same name. So if you want, you just use a different name. Okay, let me Helm create a Node.js app. It will basically create a folder in this location. So you can see there is no folder is created Node.js app. So let me create Helm create Node.js app. So it will create it. So we can see Node.js app, and we already know after creating the Helm chart, we need to delete something. So more secure and easier, best way I think to get login that folder, because we need to use rm-fr. So it's a very serious command. So let me see template. So if you by mistake do anything, that will be destroy your system. So try to get get in that exact location, then just delete. So rm-fr, we need to delete all .ml file. So you can now rm-fr star. So you can see all EML file is gone. Now rm-f, you all know, delete this text file because they will make some problem. So you can see all file is detailed. Let me go back upstairs. So here we need to basically edit some chart file and values file. Let me edit the values file first. So let me delete everything. I already created a values file for you. Okay, now here is the values file already created. So here basically I use replica count too. So where I use replica count, it will take this value like variable. We already know how to use variable. So image dot repository, it will put this image name, and image dot tag, it will put one dot tag. Image dot pull policy, it will take the always value, and service dot type is not port. Service dot port equal to this type. We already know how to do this thing. So let me copy that thing and edit this values file. Now same thing we need to do the chart file. So chart is file use the same thing, and just keep the chart name is Node.js app, and give the description, type is application, and also give version and application version. Okay, let me copy that thing and vi chart. Let me delete the thing. Okay, we already did these steps already. So now we need to create the deployment file and service file in the template folder. So you already know how to use in the deployment file by using Helm chart. So this is the name. It will give the release name dot dash template. So when you create the deployment by Helm, we will give a name that will take this name, and then dash deployment will be show. Then label what chart name is there, Node.js app. You can see chart name is this, so it will be showing here. So label is chart.name, so it will put there Node.js app, and specification same way, replication. So replicas will values.replication. So values file is up, so values.replication it will put 2. Okay, So the rest of thing basically do same way, like values.image.repository. So values.image.repository, it will put this image, and values.image.tag, it will put this tag, this thing I use here. Okay, so let me in a service file, I'll basically do the same way. It's a simple deployment service file. So let me copy that service deployment service file. So we need to copy that thing in the template file. So cat in template deployment.yml. Make sure name and extension is okay. Deployment. So let me copy that thing. Now we need to do the service.yml. Okay, so let me make sure template and deployment is there properly. Okay, let me clear the screen. Now for creating or deploying Kubernetes, we need to use this command like Helm install, and we can give any name, but we need to keep the chart name is same, and kubectl get ports, and you can see the ports, then Minikube service, you can get the service. Okay, now we're in control plan. So make sure when you run the Helm chart run, make sure you are in the chart created file, same location. So otherwise this command will not work. So Helm install, we give any name, like put A1, just showing the anything you can put. So make sure chart name is same, otherwise it will not work. So our chart name is Node.js app. We will create the chart. So let me enter that one. So you can see it's deployed, revision, everything is showing properly. That means our command is working properly, and our file syntax, everything is fine. So let me kubectl get all. You can see the 2 port is created because we are giving replica 2. So everything is fine. So let me grab this service name, and you can see one thing, what given the name of the this one. So Helm install, what given name is added everywhere because we are giving the chart name. So this is the chart release name, basically A1. You can see everywhere is A1 because we are do this thing in the here here. So service port type is release name, that's why it's showing here release.name, and here release.name. Okay, so that's why is A1 is showing. Okay, so now let me grab that service and I'll show you the browse the URL. If you open the different terminals, so Minikube service, or service name is this one. So it will basically open a browser because it didn't add dash URL. Okay, you can see application is working fine. So if you type here we already use this thing. Let me show you one thing, because sometimes this browser is not working properly in my PC basically. So let me open it here. So that was previously used. You can see this is working fine. So let me API/time. You can see time is showing properly. Okay, so this way basically we can create the chart. So we can see our chart is working properly. So now we need to do the same thing with the Jenkins pipeline. Okay, so which file I use, all this thing will get in the documentation. So after this thing we are done. So now we are doing like full deployment by using Jenkins Pipeline. And by using Jenkins Pipeline, we already know for creating Jenkins Pipeline, we need a Jenkins file. In that file, all steps will be there. But in our case, we are deploying these like Kubernetes deployment by Helm chat in Minikube. For that purpose, we need to like do some extra thing. So this thing basically sometimes when you're running locally in Minikube, it will get some error. So I try to fix these errors this way. In previous video, I show that thing a different way, but I found this one is the most easiest and easiest way. So just let me show you. Like we need to copy the kubectl config file. They need to basically copy there. So let me show you. Like kubectl config, it will basically show the configuration of the Minikube in our local PC. So we'll copy this thing in this location, temp, and this file name. So and when we are in Jenkins Pipeline, we will create this thing in credential. So let me do this thing. Just copy that thing. It will basically copy the configuration. Copy the configuration of the kube config, and it will copy in temp/minikube folder. So if you want to see ll temp, so file name is minikube kube config. Okay, so this file is the configuration file of the Minikube. So now go to the Jenkins basically. So we need to create a credential. So manage Jenkins, go to credential. Global credential. You need to create here, and I already create here like in the last video. So same name, I just put different name. So but I want to show you how to create that thing. So you need to make sure you need to use secret file, and you need to locate the location. So just choose file, and where this file is located, you can just put it there. In my case, I'm using Ubuntu desktop. So temp and minikube config, this one. Okay, and keep the same name which I use. So temp minikube kube config. I want to just use the same name because I already used the code in there. So here, sorry. So in the Jenkins file, I use the same name. Otherwise, it will throw back error. So I want to give the same name, but try to be different too. Okay, so it will basically create a secret file with this Minikube too. Okay, these are basically going to credential. Now one thing I need to do. Okay. Now we already view the credential and create the credential. Okay, now we need to create a GitHub repo. Then we need to put everything there. So let me create a pipeline first. So we are in the dashboard, new item 39E pipeline. Okay, so we already know here we use Git, we need the repository. So we didn't create a repository, so we need to basically create a repository and put our all code there with Jenkins file. Okay, so here let me clear that screen. So we are here. Okay, so we already had a Git folder. I need to remove that one also. Let me first create a Git repository first. So this is the Node application. We already I already put in the MRR location, so you can get it from there. So let me create a repository, new, give it name 39E, just put a readme file, copy. So let me clone. So I found this way is the basically most easiest way to connect it your local existing file. So here already a git file, I need to remove that one. So rm-a4.git, this git file is not there. Now we need to copy. Here is a git file, I need to copy that one. So cp then 39.git, I need to copy it here. So you can see now is here. Now we need to delete that file rm-a4.39. Okay, so clear the screen. So now we need to create a Jenkins file. Okay, so Jenkins file code is there. So here is our Jenkins file, and make sure we need to change some application name in Node.js because we are using a different name, I think. Okay, let me copy the thing first, then we can do some changes because we also changes here. You need to put minikube -cube config too. Okay, let me copy the thing. This one. So need to make sure you are in same location. So cat Jenkins file, make sure spelling is perfect. Okay, now vi, we need to change one thing here. To and Node.js app name Node.js DevOps steps, and like here I like let me explain this file. So this Docker credential I already Docker credential is in this location in my Jenkins. I have already created credentials, Docker app username and application name, app name. I use a variable Node.js app, and app version is there. This way basically I use another way, like if you want to give your image name in the build number, then you can use this way. And I just comment that one in cube context I use minikube Helm release. Make sure what is your release name. So here release name is Node.js app, and when you Docker push image everywhere, you need to use the same name Node.js app. And in our variable file I think we use different name. Let me show you one thing, because let me save this file. So in the chart file, like cat Node.js template deployment, it's not deployment, the values, we can see the image name we basically use different one. So we need to fix from here or into Jenkins file. Either way we can basically we need to change this, into use change here or we need to change here. Okay, so let me basically change these values file. That's the same way. So let me copy Node.js app, because it will create the image. You can see Docker Hub, it will create the image. So DevOps user is the DevOps step / app name, so it's Node.js app, but in our chart file this image name basically different, so that's why you want to change. So vi, change the image name here, is app, and let me also check the service file also. Oh, values. Okay, I think only values file is there. So let me show anything. Okay, I think everything is fine. So only change these were. So let me like check the Jenkins file again. So here we already changed, and this thing I used in my previous like video, how we can use Minikube in locally. So now today I basically showing another way. So release the Minikube and app. Okay, I think everything is fine. If we got any error, we will like solve the error and fix this. So now let me clone everything. Okay, so git add git commit ms port 1. Now git push. So we already know when we git push, it's asking for our username and password. So I already show you how you can like overcome this like situation. So let me control Z, because every time I want to push I need to give the username and password. So let me pull DevOps systems. DevOps. Let me grab my password. So I put my password. So like which I told you before, like if you want to fix this issue, every time when you push your code, you need to put your username and password every time. So you can like basically edit this file. I already showed this thing in my previous video. Just put your GitHub access token here. Okay, so you need to put your GitHub access token, then like at the rate, then do the thing. Okay, so then it will not ask the username password every time. Okay, so now go back to our repository. So freeze that one. So we see all file is there. So help jar, docker file, everything is there. .env file also there. So now get the GitHub repo. Go there. Jenkins. Okay. Now put your repository URL. Credential no need. So our branch is main and Jenkins file is same. Apply, save. Now we if we like click the build, now it will create a deployment by Jenkins, and Jenkins will instruct Helm, and Helm will create the deployment. So let me check the kubectl get all. We already have run that one, so let me delete that one. So Helm list, you can see is running A1 Helm, uninstall A1 kubectl get all. It will going to terminate. It will take like few seconds, basically around 30 seconds it will take to destroy everything. Okay, let me basically build now. Now it's gone. Okay, you can see that thing is not there. Now we need to build now. So basically we need to wait for some time to create the build. So let me pause the video. When it will finish, we'll come back. So we can see our pipeline is completed, and it's everything is green. So our pipeline is working properly. So if you go to the terminal now, so if kubectl get all, before there was no what was running, we already delete the previous one. Now kubectl get all, you can see it's running, and you can see it's like 32 seconds. So everything is running. So now we need to access this port for services, this one, same one which is before, but now it will be a different port. So let me close that one and run it. This service is different now. So let me grab that URL. So you can see like it's working fine. So let me show the time API. You can see it's working properly, chiming, changing. Okay. So you can see like how easy way we can basically deploy the Kubernetes application by Helm. So Helm basically use our work more easier. Like this is a very simple file, one deployment file and one service file. In the real life world, we have lots of file. So like if you want to down or up or any change, that will like very difficult to maintain. But Helm will help us to reduce those things. So it is very helpful when you're using Kubernetes application. So that's all for today's video, and like what command I use and what source code, you get everything from here. Like all documentation I put in my Git repo, so you will get everything in the like YouTube description. I put everything there. You just get the URL there and like find everything the Node.js application I also put in the documentation when you get the Node.js application source code and all like command and everything. Basically you get everything from the documentation side. So I hope this video is helpful for you. So if you found this video is helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe the channel. In the next video we will discuss any different topics on the DevOps. So up to that time, best of luck. Bye.